So last video I wanted to make on the Loren Holmes thing, I didn't want to just totally let it go. I don't want to just keep, being like the guy when everyone else is at the table still picking at the food, you know what I mean, metaphorically. But, with the Loren Holmes thing, the one thing I wanted to mention, I mentioned in a tweet, but I'm like, okay, let's have some transparency from Anchorage Daily News because they're the ones who are coming forward with this accusation about this guy and saying that Loren didn't do anything, though clearly we pointed the holes in their story. Let's have some transparency. Why doesn't Anchorage Daily News and Ship Creek Group disclose their email correspondence and conversations and or timestamps for their phone calls that led up to Loren being at that location at that time? Because obviously, it kind of stinks. It looks fishy. It looks problematic. And because, again, pointing out the fact that they didn't invite both sides from the local political municipal election to that rendezvous point to where those allegedly vandalized signs were. They exclusively are working with the liberal group, which is the Ship Creek group, and not even working with the candidate directly in the campaign, but instead working with this proxy Ship Creek, political activism organization that, again, is working on the state, national, and the municipal level with left-wing, clearly partisan candidates, which, again, focusing on how Anchorage Daily News, Loren's employer, is taking nonprofit money from both the local museum, Anchorage Museum, as well as ProPublica, and thus, since they're nonprofit funded, they have to respect the IRS laws for nonprofit funding and as a newspaper, not be engaged in partisan politics, aka if they're doing this kind of thing, have to be objective, not biased, and invite both sides to that type of story to accurately portray what's happening. So again, let's see some transparency from ADN.com, maybe even Loren or David Hulen, who's the author of the article, and let's see, because you also are claiming in your story, which is really problematic, which I pointed out, that you didn't even know which Ship Creek employee you were meeting, or you're saying that you thought that person looked like the other person from Ship Creek. I don't buy it. It looks like a bold-faced lie to me, and it looks like Loren, potentially harassed and provoke this person. Maybe he was just trying to get his story, but still not common sense on his part. A lot of problems with the story. Let's give these guys a chance to dig themselves out, though, and let's see the transparent email conversations between ADN, Anchorage Daily News, Loren or his employer, and Ship Creek Group. They both should share this. There should be nothing to hide if they did nothing wrong.